this is Jim Harvey, president of Opus 111 Group, and this is our 529 Plan video series. Today's topic is how 529 Plan contributions impact gifting and the estate tax. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the Consumer Price Index for college tuition increased approximately 63% between January of 2006 and July of 2016. By comparison, the price of all other goods and services increased only 21% during the same period. The dramatic rise in education costs often leads to an inevitable financial planning question. How can families balance college savings with their immediate needs and long-term estate plans? Fortunately, 529 education plans are an income tax efficient investment for your child or grandchild's future that can be integrated into an estate plan. Income tax planning. The term 529 plan refers to Section 529 of the Internal Revenue Code. It became part of the federal tax code in 1996. Its provisions are the source for state-sponsored education savings plans that have various investment options. 529 plans have three distinct income tax advantages. One, more than 30 states offer a state income tax deduction for contributions to a 529 plan. Some states allow the deduction for contribution to any state 529 plan, while others allow a deduction only for contributions to their own 529 plan. So that's important to keep in mind. Number two, investments in a 529 plan grow tax-free. And number three, distributions from a 529 plan for qualified education expenses, which we've covered in previous videos, are also not taxable income. So the benefits of qualified educational expense distributions for all family members. Every 529 plan account has a single owner and beneficiary. As the original owner's plans change, they may designate a successor owner. As their family grows, they can roll all or a portion of the 529 plan to another family member, provided that a rollover from the same 529 plan has not occurred in the past 12 months. The IRS broadly defines the term family member to include the following relatives of the initial beneficiary: a son, daughter, stepchild, foster child, adopted child, or a descendant of any of them. So that's a big group. Brother, sister, stepbrother, or stepsister, father or mother or ancestor of either, stepfather or stepmother, son or daughter of a brother or sister, brother or sister of a father or mother, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, father-in-law, mother-in-law, brother-in-law, or sister-in-law, spouse of any individual listed above, and first cousin. So for those of you that don't keep pace with your genealogy chart, I think it pretty much covers the whole gamut. All right, so thanks to the expansion of qualified education expenses in the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, and the Setting Every Community for Retirement Enhancement Secure Act, 529 plans can benefit family members with different skills, career paths, and resources. Section 529 generally define qualified education expenses as college and graduate tuition, fees, room board, books, supplies, and computer equipment. In 2017, the TCJA added provisions for the federal income tax distributions for K through 12 private school tuition. Be sure to confirm how your state's tax laws define educational expenses before taking a distribution for K through 12 private school tuition, because not every state follows the federal definition, and some states may tax distributions for K through 12 tuition as income. The TCJA's addition to the Section 529 plan of the Internal Revenue Code may also help families with special needs. Before the TCJA, assets could not be rolled from a 529 to a 529A ABLE account. Under the TCJA, assets in an amount equal to the federal gift tax exclusion, which was $16,000 in 2022 and now is $17,000 in 2023, can be rolled to a 529A ABLE account from a 529. This change effectively allows a family member who is later diagnosed with special needs to use 529 plan contributions that were originally made for their benefit. More recently, the Secure Act further expanded qualified educational expenses to include apprenticeship programs that are registered with the Secretary of Labor's National Apprenticeship Act. You can use the U.S. Department of Labor's search tool to verify that an apprenticeship program is registered and eligible for an income tax 529 distribution. You know, we know, and I'm involved with a nonprofit woodworking co-op in Southern Vermont, that not all kids are destined to go to college. You know, we need HVAC technicians and electricians and plumbers and woodworkers, and this is a really big development to help recognize that not all kids go to college, but they deserve our support. The Secure Act also addresses the problem of rising student debt and its impact on a graduate's financial stability. Its enhancement allow a one-time $10,000 distribution from a 529 plan to repay student loan debt. The original beneficiary and their siblings may receive a lifetime $10,000 distribution from the same 529 plan to repay their own student loans. For example, suppose Sybil, the youngest of three sisters, graduates from college with $30,000 remaining in her 529 plan. Her older sisters, Mary and Edith, finished college, but all three sisters have student loans. Each sister can receive $10,000 from Sybil's account to repay their student loans. Now, estate planning with the power of 529 superfunding is a really powerful estate planning tool for wealthy families. Contributions to a 529 plan represent a completed gift for federal estate and gift tax purposes. Each year, the IRS exempts gifts at or below a certain amount from the federal gift tax. In 2023, $17,000 exempt from the federal gift tax, and the Internal Revenue Code allows a single individual to make multiple tax-exempt gifts. Section 529 plan of the Internal Revenue Code contains a unique funding feature that uniform transfers to MITRE Act or UTMA accounts or Coverdale accounts lack. Superfunding allows 5 years of annual tax-exempt gifts to be made in a lump sum in a single year. This superfunding feature, also known as the 5-year front load, yields an investment that will grow with the beneficiary and reduces the value of a taxable estate. Here's how it works. A grandparent or a parent can fund a 529 plan with $85,000 in 1 year. Together, spouses can superfund a 529 plan with $170,000, which is each 17,000 times 5 years through a gift split. Gift splitting deems that 1/2 of a whole gift came from each spouse. An election is made on IRS Form 709 to report the superfunding front-end load and allocate it pro rata over a 5-year period. This is really important that you do this if that's what you're intending to do. Parents and grandparents who elect to split their gifts must each file a gift tax return and consent to the gifts on the other spouse's return. Any additional gifts to the beneficiary child or grandchild made during the 5-year period must be reported on Form 709 and deducted from the donor's unified federal estate and gift tax lifetime exemption. So even if you have limitations and you fully funded, not limitations, but you fully funded all the gifts you can make additional gifts, but it will basically be deducted from what we call the unified credit. And right now that unified credit is $13.2 million per person. However, that's designed to sunset in 2025 and will drop down to like 5 million plus inflation adjustments, so somewhere between 6 and 7 million. Superfunding has one potential disadvantage with respect to long-term care and asset protection planning. Although the IRS allows the 5-year front load, Title 19 of the Social Security Act, that is Medicaid, has a 5-year eligibility look back. The 2 5-year periods are not complementary. The Medicaid eligibility rules will penalize a gift to a 529 plan as a transfer for less than fair market value if it occurs within the 5-year look back. Well, we hope that this peek under the hood in terms of the impacts of 529 plans on your income tax as well, and gifting and the estate tax is useful. If you found this interesting and want to learn more about other elements of the 529 plan, we have a series of these videos about 529 plans on our website, which is opus111group.com. In addition, feel free to give us a call at 206-283-2345 or email info@opus111group.com. This is Jim Harvey, president of Opus 111 Group, and we hope you've enjoyed our 529 plan video series. Have a good day.